They will get 4 yards here on the first down. And that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now they try the right side here. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To throw, it's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at about the 14. Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action. Now it's Lance. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for the Niners.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the Cardinals' 12-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Sermon is in. Touchdown, 49ers. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Now the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Cardinals nothing.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Play fake. Murray. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll return it from the 6. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On play action, Lance. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 3. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Lance. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defensive perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach. And let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers. And they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on it. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Touchdown, Cardinals!
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because when the defense got it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. I mean,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now Lance.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On second down, it's Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Lance now to throw.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Lance now on first down.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Lance.
He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
78 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Here's Murray from midfield. Flush to his right.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Niners are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Niners have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half from Murray.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance
completes it to the tight end Kittle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st down, it's Mitchell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Fighting him off. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance.
And that is incomplete here.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
On second down now, it's Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing his lance on 3rd down.
This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers have moved down in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Murray now to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Moore. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. To throw is Murray. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 18. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area, and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Sermon now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Trey Sermon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. On play action, it's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Murray now.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns, so this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode, had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
2nd and 10. The Lance going to throw.
This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Lance, a give now to Sermon.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Lance looking to throw it. This to the outside, it's Sermon.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking up play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd and 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Trey Sermon with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Niners are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Moore.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Murray going to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Murray off play action. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Cardinals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Throwing again, Murray. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd,
as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly four-down territory. Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. So the victory here for San Francisco. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate?